Hi guys, ABiteSizeByte here, and today I have decided to do kind of a slightly different video, and that is the 50 awkward moment tag. Basically, the rules of this tag, it's not really a tag, but I'm just going to call it one for the sake of it. The rules of it are basically, I've got to read out 50 kind of awkward moment tags that kind of relate, not really relate to me as such, but that I've kind of happened to me as you do. The awkward moment when you're not staring at anything in particular and then you realise that you're staring right at something. The awkward moment when Santa has the same wrapping paper as your mum. The awkward moment when you finally take a decent photo and then the more you stare at it, the uglier it gets. The awkward moment when you don't know how to continue the conversation. The awkward moment when it's silent in class and your stomach decides to sound like a dying whale. The awkward moment when you know something but you just don't know how to explain it. The awkward moment when your parents' guests arrived and you didn't have enough time to make it to your room and now you have to socialise. The awkward moment when nobody likes your Facebook status. The awkward moment when you blurt out the wrong answer in class with confidence. The awkward moment when somebody's zipper is low but you don't want to tell them and then have to explain why you were even looking. The awkward moment when your friends make plans right in front of you and the plans don't include you. The awkward moment when you say hey to someone on Facebook and then seconds later they decide to sign out. The awkward moment when your phone rings in church. Even more awkward when your ringtone is Judas by Lady Gaga. The awkward moment when you meet someone and then say hi, how are you, and they ask you the same question at the same time and then you both reply fine and you don't know what to say next. The awkward moment when somebody said to you what like 3 times and you still don't know what they said, so then you just decide to agree with them. The awkward moment when you realise you're walking in the wrong direction, so then you just hit your pockets and pretend you left something behind. The awkward moment when you're gone for like 2 weeks and then you think that you're going to have like 2 zillion notifications on Facebook, Twitter or Tumblr, and then you realise you only have 3. The awkward moment when you go out with your friends just for a coffee and then you get back home and realise you're drunk. The awkward moment when really, really little children talk to you and then you can't understand what you're saying, so then you just reply, oh really? The awkward moment when you're chewing gum and it falls out. The awkward moment when you realise somebody's staring. The awkward moment when you laugh so hard and your eyes get watery and people think you've been crying. The awkward moment when you make eye contact with the person in the car next to you. The awkward moment when you're the one friend who always gives relationship advice and you're the only one who's single. The awkward moment when somebody asks you to tell more about yourself and then you're just like, oh god, who am I? The awkward moment when you're taking a picture of yourself and somebody else is watching. The awkward moment when your friend steals your Facebook status and gets tons more likes than you. Forever. The awkward moment when you are single and all of your other friends are in a relationship. The awkward moment when people text you first and then when you text back they don't reply and they've read it. The awkward moment when you realise every house has a particular smell but you can't smell the smell in your house. The awkward moment when it's so awkward you have to pretend you're texting. That awkward moment when the most annoying person is complaining about someone else being annoying. That awkward moment when you really need to laugh in a serious situation but you know if you laugh it's over. The awkward moment when the person you were talking about is standing right behind you. The awkward moment if you don't realise if you have free time or if you're just forgetting. The awkward moment when there's not enough room to squeeze past some people as you fall. The awkward moment when you have been in a room for so long and you don't know how to behave in social situations. The awkward moment when your hand touches somebody's arse by mistake. The awkward moment when you start high school as a girl and then graduate freshman as a boy. The awkward moment when you're yelling at somebody and you realise you mess up by 1 word. The awkward moment when you're telling a really awesome story and nobody is listening to you. The awkward moment when a guy has bigger boobs. The awkward moment when your crush asks who you're. The awkward moment when you call your teacher. An awkward moment if you don't know if you should hug someone or not. Awkward moment when I text somebody a really, really long paragraph and they reply, If you're watching this, no. The awkward moment when the only thing you know on your test is your name and not even the date. The awkward moment when you realise Dora has more freedom than you. The awkward moment when your granny or grandfather has more upper body strength than you.